Yo, what's up guys? Before I get into today's video, make sure you guys watch my last video if you missed it. It was just me talking about the Chicago Bulls and like their potential head coaching list. You know, there's a lot of good names on that list, so definitely watch that video if you haven't, because in today's video I'm going to be going over that list even more, adding some more names to it, and just more news on the whole like coaching, head coaching search and rumors like that. So definitely check out the last video if you missed it, and stay tuned for today's video. There's a bunch of huge Bulls news in it as well. And this first rumor came out I'd say a few days ago, and it kind of surprises me, but not really. You know, Ty Lue is I guess he's on the market for being a head coach. You know, there's a lot of rumors starting up about him being the leading NBA coaching candidate for a lot of teams. And there hasn't been that many rumors about him to the Chicago Bulls, but I did see a few. It does kind of surprise me. I'm going to be honest, I don't believe Ty Lue is a great coach or nothing. I mean, he had LeBron James, so you don't even have to be a great coach to be with LeBron. You know, you just have to be an average coach. You just give the ball to LeBron and he will pretty much win you most of the games. So me as a Bulls fan, I'm already not that crazy high on this man as a head coach, and then he's also seeking $7 million per season, and that's a lot of money for a head coach that really hasn't done a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I'd say Greg Popovich is the best head coach of all time, and he's making $11 million a year. So that's only $4 million more than Ty Lue. So I don't know about that. I feel like that's a lot of money for Ty Lue, but I do see a few of you guys in the comments saying the Bulls should, interview Ty Lue and sign him. I agree we should interview him. I believe we should interview any free agent head coach right now, but I don't believe we should pay him $7 million. I don't believe he's that great of a head coach. Definitely comment below, let me know what you guys think about Ty Lue possibly being the Bulls head coach. And another name that it doesn't surprise me that he wasn't added to the potential head coaching list is Mark Jackson. You know, Mark Jackson was a great coach for Golden State. You know, there's been a lot of rumors about just him being a bad person or whatever. I don't really know about the whole situation, so I'm not going to cover it or anything. But I saw that on air, he said he still wants to become a head coach and wants to coach again. So I'm kind of surprised there hasn't been a lot of rumors about him to the Bulls, or him to any team that needs a head coach right now. I feel like that's just a weird, I don't know, man, that's just weird. You know, I feel like Mark Jackson would be a decent coach. I mean, he built Golden State up, he was coaching them before they turned really good. So who knows about the whole situation, but definitely leave any comments below about Mark Jackson as well. I see a lot of you guys in the comments saying the Bulls need Mark Jackson, but I'm going to be honest, I just don't see it happening. And the other day, Casey Johnson did his weekly mailbag, and for once he didn't get 50,000 Jim Boylan questions. And since he didn't give that much information in his mailbag, but he did say this, that Arturas and Mark Eversley, they're not leaning towards hiring a veteran head coach. So that does kind of surprise me, especially with the Bulls having a young roster. I thought we'd hire a nice young veteran head coach that has a lot of winning in the playoffs that could help our young guys, but I guess that's not the case. Arturas wants to take it a different route. So even with the list that I made in the last video of the potential head coaches, a lot of them are assistant head coaches that came from winning organizations. There wasn't really any head coaches other than Kenny Atkinson, I believe. So it is weird that he's taking that route. He doesn't want a veteran head coach, and he's mainly looking at assistant head coaches as of right now. So most likely it will be an up and coming coach, an assistant coach, Ime Udoka, maybe Adrian Griffin. I'm surprised his name wasn't on the list, but maybe all those rumors went around, scared Arturas away. Who knows yet? I'm sure more names and rumors and interviews are going to come still. But yeah, I expect an assistant coach to get hired, or maybe Kenny Atkinson. I said this in my last video. I'm really high on Kenny Atkinson. He did pretty well in Brooklyn. He's a great player, coach. When he got fired, all the Brooklyn Nets were sad and talking positive, nothing but positive and good things about him. But I don't know why. I just got a feeling in my gut. I feel like the Bulls are going to hire Kenny Atkinson as our head coach. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just my feeling as of right now. Definitely leave any comments or questions below who you guys think the Bulls should hire. And a good name that was on the head coaching market for a while that I saw all over Twitter linking to the Bulls was Nate McMillan. The Pacers surprisingly fired him, just like Kenny Atkinson. They both kind of got fired out of nowhere, especially because Nate McMillan or whatever, he like signed an extension and like during this bubble or whatever, and then like a week or two later he got fired, which really surprised me. You know, I thought he was a pretty good coach in Indiana. There's nothing really he could have done with Sabonis out in the playoffs. But yeah, Casey Johnson like reported this whole like situation, and Nate McMillan pretty much said he won't coach this upcoming season. He said he'll take this year off and see what happens, but he won't get back into the like head coaching this season, which does surprise me as well. But good for him, you know, with everything going around, I don't blame him. He probably wants to take a break and see his family for a little bit. But yeah, like I said earlier in the video, I don't expect the Bulls to hire a veteran head coach. Casey Johnson does either. They're definitely taking a more like difficult or different route, I'd say. I've never really seen this route. But it does make sense that the Bulls want to hire like a young up and coming head coach, like an assistant coach in the bubble or whatever. But yeah, like I said, Casey Johnson, you know, he didn't have that much to offer in his latest mailbag. But the vibe seems the Bulls will not look like seriously into like veteran head coaches. So all you guys commenting in the like comments saying that we should hire like Alvin Gentry, Brett Brown, or Nate McMillan, that's just not going to happen. So like I said earlier in the video, check out my last video if you missed it. I was talking about the whole potential list of Bulls head coaches and all the assistant coaches from the Mavs. You know, even we can maybe even hire within our organization. The Bulls said they're giving like our assistant head coaches from Jim Boylan's staff an interview, and they could even, if they like, of course, ace the interview, become our next head coach. So definitely watch the last video if you missed it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. There's been just a little bit, like a bunch of little head coaching rumors I thought I'd keep you guys updated with. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.